On today's show, we talk about some of the best covers, panels, and issues of the month of March. Okay, so it's a little bit later than expected, but we are going to do our best of the month. I'm joined again with Charlie. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Still good? Fantastic, even though this is the same day. Illusion shattered. So we'll start off with best cover of the month. I shall go first. My favourite cover of the month came from Daredevil. I looked at this cover and I thought it's such an astounding use of colour. Like having that kind of dirty yellow as the background, and then you've got the globe with all the tangled up villains inside. I just thought it was such striking imagery, especially with the way Daredevil's lost in the logo. Like, I thought that was absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, I won't talk about it too much, but yeah, that was by far my favourite cover of the month, just because of how simplistic it was, I think is the word to use. Simplistic.
I think they've consistently had a good run of covers,
Yeah.
haven't they, Daredevil?
Yeah, whether it's Riviera doing them or Sam Neen, they are just always great, as are the insides of the books. And what is your favourite cover?
My favourite cover? I don't have it to hand, but I'm sure we can pop up
Oh
a
yeah,
picture or
it'll
something.
come up on screen.
It would be the Superior Spider-Man issue 6.
I think it was 5.
Was it 5?
Yes.
Like, it's the Age of Ultron thing confusing.
Yeah, it's thrown everything
The
off.
one with Spider-Man is aiming the gun at the cover.
Yeah.
Awesome. In fact, it kind of reminded me a bit, I'm trying to think what it was, maybe of James Bond, you know, with the kind of eye
Yeah,
thing, and it's like
almost.
he points the gun.
Yeah, through the blown out spider web.
Yeah, just Spidey with a gun, it's just like...
It's like seeing Batman with a gun or something like that. It is really quite. Ugh.
It's wrong.
That is the key word. It
But
is
so right.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think it is fair to say. So my favourite panel of this month came from Batman Incorporated number 9. Have you read this yet?
I've not, but carry on.
Oh, I don't know if I want to say
right.
then. Are you reading Batman Incorporated?
I intend to catch up. Yes.
Oh, well, in which case, that's fine. And the panel is at the crushing funeral of Mr. Damian Wayne.
Why does it always rain at funerals and
It
comics?
always rains at funerals in comics, but it was so crushing when Bruce turned around to Alfred and said, "Take a vacation." Oh, that was the panel that just hit me there. Yeah. It's so powerful, just the minimalism of the words. By the way, runner-up for best cover for me. That was fantastic.
How deep is that grave, man?
I know, he's only like 10, isn't he? Oh, no, that's dark. But yeah, it was one of those just moments in comics where, you know, you had Batman and Robin, which was really powerful with its lack of words, and it was all just imagery. Yeah. And I could have picked anything from that, or even Batman number 13. They had some fantastic, beautiful imagery. But for me, it had to go to Batman Incorporated. You know, the book that had the death of Robin in had to also deal with it in the best way, and I think it definitely did. Yourself, what was your favourite panel?
It's a bit of a Spidey fest at the minute, but it's really been good. It's really been hooking me. I would say the one I was talking about, you know, with the gun on the cover recently. That was a great picture in there, you know, where spoilers.
Yeah.
He's kind of got the gun and he's holding up the thug, you know, and you're thinking, is he going to do it? Is he going to pull the trigger? And he does. He kills the guy, you know, and everyone's egging him on, and you're just like, whoa. And it's just normally those kind of covers are trick covers, aren't they? It never happens, you know. Yeah. And the fact that, you know, he really does just kill a bad guy, and it's just, afterwards I remember all of us in the shop that worked in the shop, you know, just like, whoa, have you read it yet? It's crazy.
It was a surprising moment. I'm sitting there reading it on the tube, just like, what? No, I can't believe that just happened. It was
the people cheer him afterwards. They're like, yeah right,
he's a hero.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and you're just like, no, that's not. I don't like it when my comic book characters kill. That's why I don't read The Punisher. Yeah, he gets away with it. Him and Wolverine, they can kill people, but anyone else. So, best book of the month. For me, it has to go to Image Comics. They're just absolutely stellar. So many to choose from this month. We had Sex #1, Lost Vegas #1. But for me, it had to go to East of West. We reviewed it on the show last week, with Ellie. And I don't think I quite got across how much I love this book. Everything from the writing down to the imagery, it's just fantastic. Sci-fi Western. What more is there to say about this book? I mean, I talked about it extensively, but I absolutely loved it. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to read it yet.
Yeah. I mean, it was obviously a big, important one in the shop, with being Hickman, and he's just, he's one of the main guys at the minute, of course, with Marvel and everything. We sold out pretty quickly, actually. I did manage to read it just before Hickman. It's always the case. I read it in the shop. I have to read it really quick, so I'm on a break.
Yeah.
And Hickman, you really need time to read Hickman, don't you, and digest it.
You do, yeah. It's not I'm sitting on the bus. I'll just give it. It's get home, chill out a little bit, get some music on.
Yeah.
Get your Hickman on.
So again, it was a usual Hickman compromise. I'm just trying to fly through it, so I've got an idea of what's going on. But I like the way you hit the ground running. It's world building.
Yeah.
I like a lot of those great image books like Prophet, things like that. It's you're straight into it, and you can tell he's building something that maybe over a series of trades or whatever. It's going to be a really big concept.
Yeah, and I think what I really like about image books, and I think they can pretty much all of them that I've read. From Sex, Las Vegas, East of West, Mind the Gap, and Saga are all the kind of recent ones that I've read. Oh, and Manhattan Project. The majority of them tend to just create a universe and then go, boop, there you go. And they don't explain the universe. They just kind of throw you in and go, good luck, try and figure it out. True. And it's just a testament to the writing of how easy it is to just navigate your way through this Saga, all of those that I mentioned. I mean, I always say to non-comic book readers, which if you're watching the show, welcome. I always say to them, read Image first. Because a lot of non-comic book readers are kind of put off the superheroes, the spandex. So I always push them onto Image. I mean, do you get quite a few people come into the shop who are asking for comics, but the non-superhero-y?
Yes. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you get a few. You get quite a lot of people that say, "But I don't want superheroes." I don't want that. And so Image is a godsend at the minute if you work in a comic shop. Because it's the equivalent of like a good DVD box set or something.
It really is.
But in trades, and it's getting customers who maybe not read comics before to think in that way. You're buying trades. This is like buying a DVD box set and following a series. Yeah. It's just as good as anything you're going to see on TV. Probably better because it's got a better budget. You can't do something like Saga on HBO. As good as it is.
Yeah. Although Walking Dead, have you seen the finale yet?
Yeah.
We won't spoil it. But what did you think?
To be honest, I mean, I'm loving this series a lot better than the last series, but still, I don't know, a bit.
No, I agree.
Yeah, a bit meh compared
to how it goes down.
Compared to how it goes down in the book, right?
I keep saying to Stephen, our camera op and editor, I keep saying to him well, it's not like this in the comic. Yeah. Like in the comic, if it went down in the comic, tears would be shed. Sure. It gets dark. Yeah. But so East of West, back on track. That was my favourite comic of the month. And for yourself, do we have another little fix of Spider-Man?
It's not Spider again, I promise.
Oh.
I read a lot of most Image stuff in trade these days, so it's kind of hard for me to say. I would like to say an Image title actually, but I don't kind of do it in the monthly, so I can't really remember. But for me, I'd probably. I don't know, I've been off the superheroes a lot lately, so it's good to feel like I'm back on, particularly as we were saying with the cosmic stuff. Yeah. Loving a lot of what Marvel are doing now. I would say, Nova. It's awesome. I'm just loving it. I love the cosmic stuff. I like Guardians. I've not read the old stuff, Annihilation.
No, same.
I'd like to, at some time. It's on my to-do list. But yeah, I'm loving Nova. It is what it is. It feels like a kind of 80s adventure sci-fi film. Yeah. That's how it feels to me. Kind of like Flight of the Navigator or that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Feels like it's a Sunday afternoon and, it's come on TV.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what they're trying to do. It's Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness who, you know, all right, they do the other stuff as well with Batman, but they also do that kind of feel-good action movie kind of stuff as well, don't they? They've got kind of two hats almost, you know, for good or bad, but this time I think they get it really right. Nova, it's awesome. It's, you know, he inherits his dad's space helmet for the Nova Corps.
Yep.
Similar to the Green Lanterns, you know, cops in space, for want of a better word. And he thinks his dad's spinning him a yarn. He thinks these are just bedtime stories and stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's like a rundown alcoholic and his life's just, he's a janitor who never shows up for work. So yeah, he's obviously quite skeptical.
Sure, yeah. But it turns out, it wasn't all from a Tennant super bottle, you know, and this went down for real. And he sort of inherits the helmet, and then all these characters he was told exist, like Rocket Raccoon and stuff, you know, they suddenly appear. He's in hospital, and they appear at his hospital bed, and I just love the part, you know, with they're there, and he says it's a talking raccoon, and you know, he kind of Rocket Raccoon just goes crazy and starts trying to like shoot him with his plastic gun.
Because you don't call him a raccoon.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the cosmic stuff, and as you said, like with the film comparison, you really do get the kind of Flight of the Navigators vibe with Nova, Star Wars vibe with Guardians, and Thanos has this more kind of dark aliens vibe almost. So it's really great to get this kind of crossover with the cosmic stuff, and definitely something I recommend people pick up, including Nova. It was fantastic, and I'm enjoying it so much. Brilliant. So that's the show for today. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Comic Book Show 1. We did post all sorts here and there. And they can, of course, come into Mega City Comics, chat to yourself, chat to Dav, Jacob, and everyone else in there, which I highly recommend you do. It is, I would go so far as to say it's the friendliest comic book shop in London.
Oh, thank you very much.
Forbidden Planet's nice, but, you know, it's a bit too mainstream. Go for the indie comic shop. Oh, brilliant. Thanks for joining us, and we shall see you next week. Because you don't call him a raccoon.